And a look behind the curtain here. Welcome, everyone, to the play-in tournament as the 9th and 10th seeds of the Eastern Conference battle for a chance at the NBA playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. So here's Miami's starting group. Powell is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. And that one's good, Mitchell. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
They get it back. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bridges passes the ball. Out to Miller. There's the triple. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Powell. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Shot's good by Hero.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Miller up on top. He's covered by Hero. Miller kicks the ball. Pass to Diabate. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Charlotte shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Diabate taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Powell, that's good.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Pass to Miller. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Heroes got 6.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
On the wing, Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Kneppel, guarded by Powell. 5 on the clock. Pass to Miller. Ball from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Wiggins outside. Here's Adebayo. Hero scanning the floor. Shoots over Bridges. Hero no good.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pass to Kneppel. And here is Ball. Off target from outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, boy, Miles Bridges showing you that he's not just a scorer. How about that pass and setup?
Powell outside. From downtown. Miami no good on that time either. Charlotte leading by 4. Inside. And stolen by Wiggins. For 3. Got a piece of it. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Now, Norman Powell knows his role, and that is to be aggressive on the offensive end. Great job drawing contact.
And he hits the first of 3.
What you love about Norman Powell historically is he knows his role is professional scorer.
And he's good on the second. Nails the third.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Now, here's Ball. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Adebayo down low. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Knueppel. Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Mitchell sets the screen for Powell. The tray. Hornets with the rebound. Diabate's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Ball kicks to Miller. They set the pick. Pass to Diabate. And that one is hammered home.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick-and-roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Outside, Adebayo. The 8-footer, Powell. And the basket is good. Powell's got 7 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Back to Ball. A 3. It's hauled in by Hero.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now, here is Miller, following the miss by Bam Adebayo.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now, here's Adebayo. Nothing on the board, and that one's good, Mitchell.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Diabate. And Adebayo sends it back.
Oh, great instincts from Bam. Such a high IQ defender.
Hero passes to Wiggins. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up to the Charlotte Hornets. And there's Bridges on the assist by Miller. Miller's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hero finds Wiggins. Back to Hero. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I'll tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
Pass the ball. To White. Takes it off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Wiggins kicks to Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Hero's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Pass to Knipple. Ball sets a screen for Knipple. Over in the corner, White. They set the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Diabate. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Larson. Wiggins outside. Here's Larson. Light covering. Hero from long range. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. Khalil Ware's checked in for Miami.
Number 7.
And it's the Hornets ball. Here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. McNeely comes in for Knipple. Powell, he's checked in for Miami. The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Now, Hero. He's got 12. Powell outside. Outside, Hero. Fires from the wing. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Powell against White. There's the pick. Over to the left wing. Just 3 to shoot. Fires the 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
A volume three-point shooter. You have to expect White to connect on those looks from the outside.
Hero, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Here's White. Great D that time from Powell.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Has to Ware. Now, Hero launches a 3. Bridges with the board. Here's McNeely. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Unselfish play by Miles Bridges right there. The team wants more of that.
Now Ware. To the inside. And White with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Larson. Hasn't made one yet. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Powell. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a start, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Hero. Looking to end the run. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
White is out there with James. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's McNeely. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. The Heat have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Free throw good. Where? Greg, the Chicago Bulls have appeared the most in this 9 versus 10 seed matchup, including 3 straight times starting in 2023.
And they're 2-1 in those games, but they have yet to advance out of the play-in and into the playoffs, which shows you just how difficult these single elimination games can be.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Jonas. Here's the screen. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And GA out west. The Kings have appeared in this 9 versus 10 seed matchup each of the past 2 seasons.
2 years ago, they knocked out their Northern California rivals, the Warriors. Last year, they lost to the Mavericks, but both years they just fell short of the postseason.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Powell kicks to Ware. And again, it's the Heat missing. Hornets leading by 12. White looking around. Hawkes with the rebound. He'd have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Powell, that's good.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Miller's checked in for James. Heat also with the sub. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Jonas.
Guys, what we've come to learn about Miles Bridges is this guy is a force on the offensive end. Whether he's inside or outside, you know he's going to be aggressive trying to put the ball in the basket.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Pass to Miller. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mitchell passes to Ware. And here is Powell. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by McNeely.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Here's White, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Charlotte making a switch here. Ball's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. And that one misses. The Heat trail by 14. Jaquez the pass to Mitchell. Now Adebayo. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. 4 on the clock. Adebayo with a screen on White. Foul for 3. That one's not going to go.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And White kicks the ball. Out to Bridges. Miller outside. And the three ball is good. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Is outside. Powell feeling it out a bit to stop the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
Takes the 3. Out to Bridges. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 14. Jaquez the pass to Ware. Left side, Adebayo. No good with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Bridges misses. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. For 3, Mitchell, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Knipples checked in for the Hornets. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Knicks. Paul with a wide open look. Charlotte no good that time either.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Right side, Adebayo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
Mitchell right side. Six to shoot. Adebayo with a screen on ball. Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges dishes the ball. Over Mitchell. Ball no good.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Hero from long range. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Charlotte leading by 16. Here's the lob to the hoop. Poke loose. Jaquez with the steal. Hero against Miller. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Goes up from the top of the key. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. 16-point lead. Pass to Miller. There's the pick. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. And then for Miami, Khalil Ware comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And it's Fontecchio in for Powell. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hero. Three-pointer. That shot missing.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Miller with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
The Heat trail by 19. Mitchell outside. Loads it up for Adebayo.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Ball, the pass to Miller. They set the screen. It's tipped. Here's Knipple. That one's in, his first shot of this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For 3, Mitchell got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And he's on a good pace here from 3-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Hero from long range. The Hornets pull it in.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
And it's the Heat on the break. Mitchell wide open. No good on the 3.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Ball, no good.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
It's Hero with the drive. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Miles Bridges in for Grant Williams. And then for Miami, Andrew Wiggins comes in for Khalil Ware. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fontecchio. Out to Miller. This one for three. Norman Powell with the rebound. The Heat trail by 14. Mitchell outside. Pass to Wiggins. Hero against Miller. Adebayo with the screen on Miller. Hero passes to Adebayo.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Hornets leading by 12. Now Knippel. Back to ball. Three-pointer. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Hornets have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Shooting two.
That free throw missing, and Miami making a change here. Ware's checked in. That one misses. The Heat trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Bridges with the board. Bridges got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Diabate. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
At the line for Charlotte.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. They trail by 14. Pass to Hero. Back to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Here's Ware. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Diabate's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now Ball. Fires for 3. Diabate. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Charlotte. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Eric Spoelstra and Coach Too Many.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
And get ready for the fan at courtside. Drum roll, please.
I think their bench was the biggest difference. These guys came aggressive on the offensive end, not afraid to put the stamp on the.
And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. And that concludes.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for 3rd quarter action of the play-in game. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
And if he can keep shooting from deep, like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Wiggins. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in at the 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Here's the screen. Here's Diabate. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Bridges outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Heat trail by 14. It's Powell on the wing. 12 points for him.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
Hornets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. They set the pick. There's Miller with the 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The shot by Powell, no good. Charlotte leading by 15 to the middle. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Knipple. Bridges has got 7 points in the game. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Now here's Powell. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Clock at 6. Adebayo kicks to Hero. A 3-pointer, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside, Ball. Miller outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Powell, the pass to Mitchell. Now Wiggins. To halt the run, and Wiggins throws it down.
Well, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him dominate above the rim.
Charlotte moving it around. Knipple. Off target with his 3. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's an 18-point game. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. With the floater. And Adebayo with the nice bucket inside.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
And it's Ball penetrating. Pass to Knipple. Now Bridges. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Ball from long range. Wiggins with the rebound. The Heat trail by 16. Mitchell outside. Here's Powell for the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you this, if a guy can catch and shoot in this league, Norman Powell, one of the best at it. He is so capable.
Hero against Miller. Here's Diabate. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Diabate's got 18 points.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
Adebayo with a screen for Powell. No good on the triple. Hornets leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Diabate.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Got a piece of it. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Now you love the tenacity right there of LaMelo Ball. Play through the contact, get the and one opportunity.
Second personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
The Heat trail by 20. Outside, Hero. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up and banks it in. That's 10 points for Bam Adebayo.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking. Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? And a wide open look for Hero. Off target from three-point range. Hornets leading by 20. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Stolen by Mitchell. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Ball against Mitchell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Miller. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Powell kicks to Hero. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hero's got 20.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Back to Ball. There's the three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Count it. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense.
To the inside. Here's Knippel. Is defending.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Powell for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Heat have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
The free throw drops for Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Charlotte leading by 13. Pass to Diabate. Here's White. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. White against Powell. Here's Knippel. The good-looking shot from the wing. Knipple's got his second bucket.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Over Bridges. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And here we with his three. The Heat trail by 13. Jaquez left side. Pass to Hero. And here's Adebayo. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 6th assist on the night. Pass to Diabate. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Poked away. Stolen by Ball. Now, here's Bridges. He's covered by Hero. Knipple wide open, and he fires. It's good from long range. Knipple's got 5 points now this quarter. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
.133 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Hero. Just 5 on the clock. No one Nero. That one good for 2. Hero's got 25 points.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And White kicks to Bridges. 104 left to play here in the third. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, Miles Bridges, very capable of putting the ball on the deck and getting to the cup. This guy has a want to score.
Ware finds Powell. There's the triple. The shot comes out. Hornets leading by 13. Here's McNeely. He has 5. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by White. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Launches it. McNeely. Good. McNeely's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
White against Hero. Pass to Powell. A 3 ball. No good that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets ahead, up by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And thanks for joining us for this 4th quarter of this play-in game. We've got ball He's out there with Kobe White. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Ball against Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Ball no good. The Heat trail by 16. Jaquez the pass to Mitchell. Here's Larson. Left side, Adebayo. Nice move, and it's blocked. Outside, White. Lobbed up there for Miller. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Adebayo with the screen on Ball. They swipe it. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And the Hornets making a change here. Tillman's checked in.
At the line for one, LaMelo Ball.
That's good from Ball.
One of those do-it-all kinds of players on the offensive end. The height of LaMelo Ball, 6'7", but he's got a lot of advantages in the backcourt.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Ball. Larson with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's his first foul. Grant Williams is checked in for Tillman.
Number 2, Grant Williams.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Charlotte leading by 19. Ball from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got 14 points here in the second half.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
Adebayo down low. Puts the move on, and it's good on the way in.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Outside, White. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 6. Miller against Jaquez. Miller, no up. The Heat trail by 20. Pass to Larson. Drives to the hoop. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Larson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. McNeely's checked in for Charlotte. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Hornets leading by 19. Miller with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Pass to McNeely. Ball from long range. Traps in the tray. Ball's got 20.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Wiggins is checked in. Ball against Mitchell. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And it's Miller in the corner. They set the pick. Inside. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. And that's good for 2. Ball's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Jaquez outside. The 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here's Sharp. They're on a 13-5 run. And White kicks the ball. Miller surveying the floor. Down low. Here's Diabate. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And the first one at the line is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for Ball. Outside, Hero. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ware. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Hero against Miller. Fires from deep. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Hero. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Hero's got 10 points in just the second half. Bridges outside. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
And Ware now top of the key. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Ware. And it's Miller penetrating. Rejected by Hero.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
On the wing, Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Powell, no one around him. Here's Ware. The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got his 16th rebound on the night.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
White against Mitchell. White down low, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hero on the wing, covered by Miller. Tries it from the top of the key. Hero, no good. Charlotte has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Bridges outside. That 3 off the mark. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Screen by Wiggins. There's Hero with the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Pass to Bridges. Now here's White. Three-pointer. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
Adebayo is checked in for Khalil Ware.
One shot.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Again, the miss by the Heat. Hornets shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Adebayo down low. James covering. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to White. From the arc. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Hero. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter. James sets the screen for White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically. Like the aggressiveness there.
Mitchell passes to Powell. Back to Mitchell. Now Wiggins. Outside Hero. From past the arc. Diabate grabs the board. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Mitchell against White. Pass to Diabate. Here's McNeely. White a screen. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Mitchell dishes to Wiggins. Outside Hero. Adebayo with this screen on James. Hero offline from the top of the key. Charlotte's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's White. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
4th personal foul, 3rd team foul.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this is exactly the kind of performance they needed to keep their season alive.
And with a win like this, they're making it clear they want to be a part of the postseason beyond the play-in tournament.
And White kicks to Green. Pass to McNeely. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Outside White. They grab their own miss. James finds White. Goes back up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Pass to Adebayo. No good. And what a huge win for the Charlotte Hornets. Now they've made it through the first one and have a little momentum on their side for sure. They can go now into the next game, knowing the playoffs are
Fans, thank you for joining
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap this one up. No shortage of excitement here in the play-in tournament. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.